Hello, my name is Tally and welcome to this 15-minute yoga class, which is perfect for if you need a break from sitting at a desk and working and you just want to stretch out your whole body. This practice can be done seated or standing, and I'm going to be demonstrating both of them, so you can always mix and match or decide which best suits you. And as with all of my practices, if anything hurts or is too uncomfortable, then just stop and back out of it. Please listen to your body and respect what it needs. So we're going to start standing, feet nice and hip width apart, arms relaxed by your sides, closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just having a soft gaze, and turning your attention inwards. Taking some deep breaths and grounding down through your feet. And with every exhale, leaving behind what you've had on today, what you've got coming up. Leaving behind the to-do list. And dropping you a little bit more into the present moment. Take a really deep breath right down into your belly and sigh it out. Now we'll start to bring a bit of movement to the body, starting with some shoulder rolls. So bringing your shoulders right up to your ears, squeezing them back and down. Taking a couple of rolls, maybe pausing if you find a juicy bit that feels good or a tender spot. Breathing at the same time. Really good. Now releasing that. And I'm going to show you an energizing breath practice, which you can use at any point if you're just feeling a little bit lethargic and you just need a bit of energy. So it's 3 inhales and 1 exhale, and there's an arm position as well. So on the first inhale, you're bringing your arms forwards like a zombie. Then you're bringing them wide, then you're bringing your arms up, and then with the exhale, you're flopping all the way down. Inhaling, bringing your arms forwards, bringing your arms wide, bringing your arms up, and flopping all the way down. And you can make a whooshing sound with your arms as you come down and with your mouth. Inhale, arms forwards, arms wide, arms up, all the way down. Moving at whatever speed works for you. If you find yourself getting short of breath at any point, maybe just slowing down. Or maybe releasing the breath part of it and just moving with your arms. Arms forwards, arms wide, arms up, arms down. And using that momentum to bring you back up again. Take one more. And then when you flop, stay in that folded position. Have your knees generously bent. You can grab hold of your opposite elbows, or you can release your arms down, releasing your neck, releasing your jaw, letting your whole upper body be heavy and soft. And maybe taking a little sway from side to side if that feels good. Releasing that whole upper body down. You might feel a bit of a stretch in the back of your legs, maybe across your lower back or all the way up your spine. Noticing where you feel this in your body. One more breath like this. And then on an inhale, bringing your hands all the way up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause here. Take a moment, checking back in with the soles of your feet. Now really take some weight into your left foot, spreading those toes, grounding down through that foot, and lifting your right knee up. Give it a squeeze towards your chest to get your balance. Maybe focusing on a still point that's not me. Once you've got your balance, have a go of pointing and flexing that foot. Waking up the ankles, the legs, the hips. Using this balance to help you stay focused. If your mind wanders, then you might wobble and fall, but that's absolutely fine. And then releasing that pointing and flexing, you're going to cross that ankle over the standing knee, opening out through that hip. You can hold on to any furniture if you're standing and you find this a bit wobbly. And keeping that front foot flexed, opening out through that hip, really good. And once you've got your balance, if this is feeling okay in your hips, you can even start to sit down, like you're sitting down into a chair, and it's like you're folding forwards. If your hips are super open, maybe your hands come all the way to the floor. That's not happening for me today. Just finding a fold that feels good in your hips, in your knee, balancing through that standing leg if you are standing. Checking in with your hips, noticing how this feels. One more breath here. And then uncrossing your legs, unfolding, drawing that knee back into your chest again, giving it a squeeze, a hug, and then releasing it down. Making any movements that feel good to release out your legs here. And then we'll come to the other side. So taking weight into that right foot, really grounding down through that right foot. Bringing that left knee up into your chest, giving it a squeeze. Once you've got your balance, if you're standing, pointing and flexing that foot. Noticing if there's any differences on this side. You might find there is. You could even take some little circles with that ankle if that feels good. And then coming into the pigeon legs, so crossing that ankle over, holding on to anything you need to, taking as long as you need to get into this position, or if this isn't happening for you, that's absolutely fine. Opening out through that hip, flexing that foot. It doesn't matter if you fall out of this. Just approaching it with curiosity, a bit of humor. You might find you're more wobbly on one side, and once you've got your balance, maybe starting to fold. So it's like you're sitting down into a chair if you're coming at this from standing. Flexing through that top foot, that left foot. Noticing any sensations in your hip, in your knee. Letting your upper body be relaxed as possible. Noticing any warmth in that hip. One more breath here. And then slowly unfolding, uncrossing your legs, hugging that knee in again, giving it a big squeeze, and then releasing your legs down, making any movements again. Really good. That's enough on the hips, I think. So bringing your hands around behind your back and clasping your hands. If this doesn't feel good for you, you can grab hold of your opposite elbows maybe. But clasping your hands and drawing your hands down. So it's like you're drawing your shoulder blades open across your chest, drawing your hands down. Lifting through that chest. And then releasing your right ear down to your right shoulder. Making any movements with your chin until you feel that juicy point in your neck. Maybe a bit tender. Maybe you slept a bit funny. And once you find that juicy point where you get sensation, just pausing there. Or if you're not feeling anything at all, that's absolutely fine. Just stretching out the side of that neck. Still grounding through the feet. Solid support. Still drawing the hands down. One more breath here. And then really slowly and gently bringing your head back upright. Drawing your hands down your back again if you've lost that connection. And then dropping your ear over to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Noticing if there's any differences on this side. Noticing what your breath is doing here. Maybe it's slowing down a little bit. You can close your eyes here if that helps you to keep your focus, keep your attention inwards. One more breath like this. And then picking your head upright really slowly, really gently, releasing your hands from behind your back, maybe taking some shoulder rolls again, making any movements that feel good to you here. Now we're going to take eagle arms. So bringing your arms out in front of you like a zombie, like we did at the start. Crossing your right arm over your left, bending at the elbows, and then either taking your hands onto your shoulders or taking the full twist and twisting your arms right the way round. Whichever variation you're in, keeping your elbows lifted, your shoulder blades are drawing away from each other. It's almost like you're pushing your elbows away from you to separate your shoulder blades, move them apart. Get the same sensation whichever variation you're in, so notice what your body needs, be kind. One more breath here. And then releasing your arms and opening them out wide with a bend in your elbows. It's like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together behind you, opening through your chest, maybe even lifting your gaze a little bit. And then coming to your eagle arms on the other side, so left arm is on top this time, bending at the elbows, hands come to shoulders, or taking the full twist. Lifting the elbows. Should feel a stretching sensation in the skin of your upper back. Or if you don't feel that, just tuning into what you do feel. Still breathing deep here, still grounding down through your feet, full body awareness. One more breath here. And then releasing your arms, taking it wide into that cactus position again, squeezing your shoulder blades behind you, and then releasing your arms down. Again, making any movements that feel good. And to finish off with, we're going to take a breathing practice, which should help balance you, bringing everything back so that you're ready to move on with your day after this. It's called alternate nostril breathing. So what you're doing is you're bringing your two middle fingers of either hand to that point in between your eyebrows. And then you can use your thumb and your ring finger to block off one nostril and then the other. And I'll tell you the pattern that we're breathing. So first, breathing fully, one full inhale, one full exhale. Then bringing your hands up to your face and blocking the right nostril. Breathing in through your left, out through the right. In through the right, out through the left. In through the left, out through the right. Continuing on with this pattern at your own pace, using your fingers to block off the nostril that you're not breathing through. And if you lose count or forget which side you're on, that's absolutely okay. Just coming back to the last point you can remember. In through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. This practice balances your nervous system, helps to reduce stress, increases focus. And this is another one that you can come back to if you're ever just feeling really stressed out and you just need to take a moment. Just a couple of minutes of breathing like this can really help to reground you, bring a bit of balance. Take 3 more breaths like this. Switching nostrils at the peak of the inhale. Finishing your last breath, staying right to the end of the exhale, no hurry. And then releasing your arms down, closing your eyes here, noticing the effects of that breathing practice, of this whole yoga practice. Now bring your hands to a prayer position in front of your heart space to seal your practice and in gratitude to yourself for taking this time today to prioritize a bit of self-care. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're feeling good and stretched out after that and ready for the rest of your day. If you'd like to practice more with me, you can head over to my website to have a look at my live classes. At the moment, I'm teaching live online classes, but hopefully that will be moving to in-person classes in Glasgow at some point. And make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel for more free recorded classes, as well as the other videos that I'll be putting out.